Michael Artz is here live at Strawberry's Grill in Douglaston, New York, which is in Queens, just footsteps away from Citi Field. It used to be called Shea Stadium. Well, that was the old building, at least. The building the 1986 Mets won the World Series in. This is the 25th anniversary celebration for that 1986 Mets World Championship team. We're here at Strawberry's Grill, which has wonderful food and is an amazing place. The festivities get started in just about an hour. We're going to be bringing you exclusive live coverage of this event, and I can't tell you how exciting this is for any Mets fan or anybody else who's a baseball fan, really. It was such an exciting team. What a great team, a blue-collar, hard-working. You know, many have said that the New York Mets of '86 were one of the last real fundamental baseball teams. They knew how to bunt. They knew how to steal. They played hard. They won hard. Right here, they're putting the finishing touches on the cake. You can see this has got the '86 Mets logo on it. We've got the field with the players, and the top, of course, has the apple, which is now at Citi Field outside, but it used to be in Shea Stadium, and every time Darryl Strawberry or any of the other Mets would hit a home run, the apple would rise and light up, and it was a really exciting experience for all Mets fans. Now, this is going to be an exciting night. Bud Harrelson is already here. He is the only New York Met to have won World Series in the '69 and also the Mets. And Kevin Mitchell is here. Kevin Mitchell played a huge part in the run to the World Series and the World Series. In Game 6, Mookie Wilson takes that wild pitch. It goes, and Kevin Mitchell scores. Then the game is tied. Takes all pressure off Mookie to hit that down ball that goes through Hitner's legs. And Ray Knight comes and scores on that play. So the Mets are celebrating their 25th anniversary here of the 1986 World Championship. It's going to start in about an hour. We'll be bringing you all sorts of great stuff. We'll be catching up with the players. Where are they now? What are they doing? What have they been up to? And they're all going to be in New York. It's really, really exciting. It's all made possible by the Teradek Cube, which is an amazing, amazing piece of technology. It sits on top of the camera, goes in the hot shoe mount. It's a very small box the size of about two BlackBerries, and you hook it to the camera with an HDMI cable. There's other options if you have HD SDI or something else, but literally you can take a Handycam. Most Handycams have HDMI on the back of the Handycams now. You go right out of the camera from the HDMI, just like you would to go into your TV, but instead of going into your TV, you go into the Teradek Cube and you can stream live to pretty much any website, your own server. There's a live stream, which is what we're broadcasting over Ustream. YouTube is going to be start broadcasting live soon, and of course you've got Justin TV, your own servers. It's really, really an amazing piece of technology. It's built well. It's crafted great. I mean, the fit and finish on it is amazing. It feels substantial in your hands, and you know what the great thing about it is? You can always count on it. It's just there and it works. It's continuously works for you. We used it the other night for a Monday Night Football broadcast. We've used it a lot, and it just works. We don't have to worry about it. It's a great piece of technology. Works off of an electrical outlet or how we're using it off battery power, and there are many different battery options. It's really an amazing piece of technology. You got to check out Teradek. They not only have the Cube, but several other devices, and of course you can run the Cube into a Cube receiver, and you have many more broadcasting options then. So we're broadcasting off the Teradek Cube, and you can check them out at Teradek.com. Now, the Teradek Cube does need an internet signal. It'll take an Ethernet connection, a USB modem, or in this case, Wi-Fi, and our Wi-Fi is a mobile hotspot from Clear, the Clear Spot, and this is another great, great piece of technology. This is 4G, and that's what we're broadcasting off of. It's unlimited, no contracts, so check out Clearwire as well. Clearwire.com. But, of course, Teradek, a wonderful, wonderful company, Teradek.com. And you got to check them out, find out all their products. And they have a great product line. And you know that you can count on the way it's built, the manufacturer, everything about the product. And that's what I'm about, because here we are. We're changing the face of journalism, of live, unprecedented access that's exclusive in a restaurant in Douglaston, New York. You want it, but it is Queens, New York, really close to the stadium. The food is amazing. My favorite, of course, the 1986 burger, which is not only my favorite because of the '86, also my favorite because of what it has on it. And it has feta cheese. I've been eating burgers with feta cheese on them for years, and you don't find them in many restaurants. You have to request them. I remember years ago I'd go to restaurants and ask for feta cheese on a burger, and they thought I was crazy. And they would do it, though. And here they have it, and it's the 1986 burger, which is amazing. The food here, though, is spectacular no matter what you have. They have special desserts, including the strawberry milkshake, which each milkshake sold goes to, a portion of the proceeds goes to the Darryl Strawberry Foundation and the Fight for Autism, which we'll talk a lot more about later tonight, of course. And then they've got fried Twinkies, they've got chicken fingers that are phenomenal, fried chicken that's great, and their ribs are their specialty. Mac and cheese, ribs, it's all great here. The food is phenomenal. As I said, Kevin Mitchell's in the house. He's excited to be here. We talked for a few minutes. He's doing great. I can't wait to get him on camera and tell you what he's doing and let him tell you what he's doing. But he's spending a lot of time. He's coaching guys in San Diego. He's back in San Diego, spending a lot of time there, and he spends a lot of time on his boat. So we'll hear all about that. As I said before, Bud Harrelson is here. Bud's a phenomenal guy. He's part owner of the Long Island Ducks, which is a minor league baseball team, an independent league team, and Bud's always supporting Darryl Strawberry and the Darryl Strawberry Foundation and the causes, so it's nice to see him out here again. What a great guy Bud Harrelson is. And, of course, this is just going to be an exciting night for fans and for the players and stuff. Here's Kevin Mitchell right here. We're going to get him on later, but I just want you to say hello to everybody, Kevin. It's great to see you.
All right, good to be here. Who am I saying hello to?
We're live right now. We're broadcasting to LeftLaneFilms.com, to live stream. We're on Teradek, on their live stream channel, and we're all over. And I think we're also on the Strawberry Girl website as well.
Oh, is that right? Well, like I say, it's always good to come back, and especially to New York, and see all your teammates, your ex-teammates, especially see what they look like. I rode over with Jesse Orozco and Rick Aguilera, and it was good time.
What went through your mind? Do you remember it to this day?
Well, I can't remember that because I was at the bottom of the pile. So I started at the top, and then I ended up at the bottom. I know I had a big cut on my leg. So as personally, as a rookie, it was a play around guys like that.
Well, it was amazing to watch you play, not only with the Mets, but also in ball like this, one hand.
You sure that was me?
That was definitely you.
Well, it was just something that happened. It didn't happen again, but it was just something that happened, just at growing clubs, you play Wilford ball a lot, and you're always using your hands, and that's where it came out to be. Me playing in the boys' clubs growing up as a kid and using my hand as a glove.
What about the Mookie Wilson at bat in Game 6 around the score? I mean, is that probably one of your favorite memories as a man?
To give that credit to Buddy Harrelson, because before that play even started, Buddy Harrelson said, "Mitch, he's going to throw a pass ball." Sure enough, that next pitch he threw a pass ball.
You ever ask him how he knew that?
I don't know how he did that. I'm afraid that's him. He must got some kind of, twilight zone going in his head.
Were you a little bit further down the line than you normally would have been on a lead?
No, not really. I'm just basic. Like I said, I got to give it to Buddy Harrelson. You got to give him a lot of credit because he was coaching me how to be on the base paths.
You're in San Diego boat, and you're also coaching.
So I work with kids from 8 to 16. The little kids that won the Little League World Series out of California. Yeah. Those are my kids.
Wow.
And now they're 15 and 16 and 14-year-old. Now I've been still working with them. We just won a big tournament in Vegas a couple of weeks ago, so the 14-year-olds. You
know what's interesting to me is you must be a really great coach because you were, but seriously, even when the Mets used you, you became a utility guy. So you really, I think the hardest thing for a coach is if you're a right fielder your whole life, how do you coach a shortstop, right? But you played all these positions at the pro level. So it must be easier, for you to coach, but it also must make you a better coach as well.
Well, I got to get a lot of thanks to just the coaches that have worked with me, and taught me about the game. And the main thing, you got to work with the kids. I try to teach them about the game. If you can't get them here, you can't get them at all. If I got a box of rocks, I can't work with a kid. He's got to have some kind of knowledge in what's going on.
And what about, your boat? Let's talk about your boat. You were telling me about it. It sounds amazing. You've got a boat that you spend a lot of time on. How much horsepower we got on this boat?
Well, I got a jet boat, but I really don't know how much horsepower I really got because I'm a little older now and I lost a little courage. So I'm mainly a cruiser now. I got off the crotch rockets. I quit riding them. Now I'm on a Harley. So, but I'm really a river rat. I'm a desert rat. I love being out there. I think it's very peaceful for me. It's very, you get away from the city and get you get out to where in the desert, and it's very relaxing.
And what about being back here with your former teammates and getting to share the memories and talk about old times and just see them again and see how they're doing?
Well, you know what? It was very fortunate that I knew this was my first team that I played with in the World Series. I was very obligated to come here. In the meantime, I got a brother that's fighting brain cancer, and I'm taking care of him. So I just got a phone call just now. He's going blind in his eyes. So, I'm dealing with that, and I'm taking care of a 90-year-old woman, my grandmother that raised me. So it's kind of hard, and I just lost a daughter a couple of months ago. So
Oh my God, man, you're
just building up. So, but you know what? I think by coming here, it's helped me out so much because coming back and seeing my teammates that I play with, that I actually grew up with, is such a thrill for me.
I imagine that it must be, and it must be so good for you. What you're doing is amazing, and I know you're such a great person in talking to you and our conversations, and I just know you're a great person, and so what you're doing is beautiful for you. It actually is making a difference.
Yeah, it is, because, well, the phones never stop ringing. Coming from the airport, I got a phone call that, my brother's going blind. So now I'm just trying to make him comfortable. I've been over there since I brought him home from Reno and been taking care of him. And this is the most I've been away from him since he's been in San Diego.
Well, I'm very proud of you, man, because you're an awesome guy and you're doing awesome things.
All right.
And I think taking care of your family is not an easy thing, and I like what you're doing.
Somebody's got to be the lion, Somebody's got to be the lion, So, I was taught by these guys how to be the lion. Straw, George Foster, Gary Carter. I was really hoping to see Gary Carter where I can have him call my brother and tell him to just, be strong,
How's Gary doing? Do you know?
I don't know. I was hoping he would be here. They told me he would be here, but I guess not. So.
Well, the night's not over yet, but I heard that he's doing actually pretty well. The last time I spoke to the guys, they said that he was doing well and that he was, making some progress, which was good.
Yeah, see, I know he's went through the cancer and the tumors in his head. That's what my brother have. He have cancer. He got the tumor in his head that's really hurting him. So he's on the morphine and stuff right now. But if he gets that courage from Gary Carter, how to fight, keep fighting.
Well, I'm sure he's gotten some courage from you as well on how to fight, too.
No doubt. He's going to keep getting it from me because I stay on him a lot.
Good. Well, it's good to see you, Mitch.
All right, man.
It's great to celebrate this. This is a wonderful accomplishment. I can't tell you, I was a huge fan of the team, and it inspired so many New Yorkers, including myself, growing up. And, you guys really taught us to work hard and to never quit, and that's the truth. And, I do a lot of interviews. I don't really ever bring my personal experiences into the interviews or my emotion into it, but this is honestly a special night for me as well.
I'll tell you what, since I met you, you've been a good dude to me, man. And, and it's always good to see you smile again. When you walk through that door, I knew who I met last time I was here. Like I said, it's always a pleasure. You're good on the mic. I'm pretty sure you're good with all the players.
Well, thank you very much, and I got to tell you, you guys are so inspirational, and it's great to see you all back here and celebrating, and congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Thanks, Mitch. Have a good night. I look forward to the rest of the night. All right, so that was a surprise, but we've got a lot more surprises in store. The great Kevin Mitchell, who had an illustrious Major League Baseball career, of course, as he said, starting with the New York Mets, and it started with a World Series. The 1986 World Series and the 1986 World Series victory. That's what we're here at Strawberry's Grill celebrating. I'm going to let you guys go because we're about a little less than an hour, probably 40 minutes away from really starting. Bud Harrelson is here. You heard Mitch talk about him. Kevin Mitchell, one of the great New York Mets from that 86 team, made things happen. Before we go, I just want to tell you that Darryl Strawberry and the Darryl Strawberry Foundation are amazing. Darryl does great work, and him and his wife, Tracy, work tirelessly to make sure that children with autism and their families are able to continue to go to programs, and that those programs are not only there but are sustained. And they raise a lot of money and a lot of awareness, and they do that for the Center for Autism in St. Louis, and they do that for DDI on Long Island here in New York, and they do it all across the country. They spread the word. They're not looking for a cure for autism. They're helping people while they wait for the cure. They say go out and get the cure. And I've seen, but we're going to help these families and these kids with quality of life while we're waiting. And I've seen it firsthand. It's really, really amazing what they do. What the work they do is amazing. You can see more on DarrylStrawberry.com, on FightForAutism.com. You can or .org rather, fightforautism.org and DarrylStrawberry.com. You can see the documentary that I did with Darryl. But you can find out a whole lot more about the foundation. You can donate, even if it's just time. You can donate. If it's somebody you know who has autism and they need help, you can find out a way to get them help. And it's really it's an amazing foundation. And what they do is they've been building centers for adolescents too, because it's not only about the kids. When the kids turn 18, the state no longer supports them and no longer has facilities for them. And what happens then? It changes mom and dad's quality of life and the whole family's quality of life, because the kids who are now adolescents can't get out of the house, can't continue their education, can't continue their programs, and can't continue their work. but now they can because they're building adolescent facilities that are daycare facilities where these people can go who have autism and continue their work, and they're growing, and they can also provide mom and dad and the family a little bit of a break from the constant care, and that can provide a really big boost to quality of life. So check it out, darylstrawberry.com, fightforautism.org. This is going to be a spectacular night. We're going to be back with you in less than an hour, about 30 to 45 minutes from now. We will be back live. We'll have unprecedented live exclusive access for you all night with all the players. Daryl Strawberry will be here. It's going to be a great night. Actually, I hear his voice. I think he's around. There he is. He is here. He's in the room. And so you can see him shaking hands. It's going to be a wonderful night. Rick Aguilera, Jesse Orozco threw the final strike in the 1986 World Series. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of celebrating. And it's all made possible by the Teradek Cube, which is streaming us live right now off the camera. It's a great device. Stream live from any camera, anywhere with the Teradek Cube. Check them out, teradek.com, TERADEK.com. And don't forget Clearwire. Clearwire is giving us our internet connection. They're a wonderful company as well, clearwire.com. And the Clearwire ClearSpot Apollo is what we're using. One last look at the cake before we go. And like I said, we'll be back. So watch the videos we've got for you. And stay tuned. But here is the cake. This has got the home run apple on top. That apple was at Shea Stadium and would go up every time one of the players would hit a home run. We'll have a lot more for you from Strawberry's Grill in Douglaston, which is Queens, New York, just footsteps away from where the Mets play baseball. I'm Michael Artsis. Stay with us. We'll be back in about 30 to 45 minutes with a lot more action, and we'll stay with you through the whole night with this exclusive access to the 25th anniversary of the New York Mets 1986 championship.